Good morning, my name's Julie from So Unique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, welcome to August and week one of my weekly vlog. Hope everybody's well, and I hope you have all had a lovely weekend. I had sort of quite a well, I had a busy Sunday. Then Friday and Saturday I didn't really do much. Should have podcasted Saturday, but I wasn't feeling in the mood for podcasting. But we did everything Sunday. So today for me, I'm at home today as it's Monday, and it's going to be a working day at home for me today. I'm going to go and do a bit of, I suppose it's admin really. I've got bill paying to do for us personally, and I want to go and order some fabric. And the podcast is actually sat waiting to go live on YouTube, and it will do just a bit later on. I mean, obviously by the time this goes live you will have seen it, but that's sort of what I'm doing. I've got to update the website. I mean, there's not a lot of new stuff going on today, but yeah, so Adele obviously got to put the free pattern on. So really I think that's probably going to be well, the best part of my morning really. I've got to go down into the town centre, so I'll be popping into the shop because I've got to go and package up one or two orders today and I need to get them out. But yes, I'm hoping to get a bit of free time tonight because I'd like to do a little bit of sewing. I really fancy making another one of those little houses, so that's what I would like to do today. But like I say, as it's a bit of a work day for me, I'll have to wait and see how we get on. Anyhow, the weather is actually quite nice today. I was up about 7:30 this morning and I washed the quilt that we've had in the conservatory for the backdrop. I had to mend the dragonfly because the thread where I'd stitched the sequins and the beads on the dragonfly, I don't know what had happened, whether they'd got caught on something or from one of the cats a while ago. I might have pulled the thread, so I thought I'd better repair them before I lose any beads and sequins. So I did that, and so I washed. Now it's hung out on the line drying. So yeah, I've had breakfast, so I can actually get on with some work now. So I'll catch you a little bit later on. Well, it's Monday evening now, and what time are we? Oh, it's 10 to 8 in the evening. I have spent from about 11 o'clock this morning updating the website, putting all the new stock on in product of the month. The conch shell free template is online now, so that's free for people to download. Oh, that's the dog's barking outside. I was hoping to have got all this done a lot earlier, but I was surprised how long it took me to do. So I didn't manage to get the tutorial for the conch shell done today, so I think I'm going to leave that for another day because I'm a bit tired now. All that concentrating, it's taken a lot longer than I thought to do. But yes, the project bags are on, the fabric's on. I have forgotten to put the mugs on at the moment, but I'll probably do that a little bit later on. But now I'm going to sit down and do a bit of sewing. So I'm going to make a start on the other templates that we've got here. So I'm torn now between whether I have a gin, I think I could do with one, or a cup of tea. So I don't know. I'll see when I get back inside the house. But yes, so that's me for today. So I'll see you all again tomorrow. It's Wednesday today. It's afternoon. It's getting on for 2 o'clock, so I will be closing shortly. And I thought I'd better pop on. Well, today I have been stitching one of our whales. Now I haven't finished it. That's as far as I've got. It's got a little peg on there, and I'm waiting for some other little bits to come so I can finish him off. So hopefully they will arrive tomorrow, so that'll be finished tomorrow evening. As you know, that's our freebie on the website, and I love doing that. And once I've got the whale finished, I am going to do a little tutorial on how to make this one, and there'll be some hints and tips on how to stitch the others as well. So I'll do everything together. So I thought I'd show you what I made yesterday, because I don't think I put it in yesterday. I was making the felt shells, so that's the clam shell. I like a bit of bling. So it's got beads on. I mean, obviously you don't have to put beads on or anything, you can just do the stitching and that's that. But no, I thought I like a bit of bling. And this is the starfish. So in the centre here I have used fabric, I didn't use felt, and I've used some batik, and then I've put the coloured beads on. So I will try and get some better photographs of these before the end of the week. And then the last one is the jellyfish. Now I've changed this a bit to Adele's disgust, because she wanted me to use the felt for its dangly bits, and I've used ribbon on mine, and this is a sparkly one, iridescent one, and it was about 1 inch wide, and I've just cut it. So yeah, and yet again I've used batik fabric there and stitched some sparkly bits on. You've got to have a bit of sparkle, haven't you? But I really like that one. So that's basically what I've been doing yesterday and today. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight this afternoon when I get home, but I might be back on in a little while. Just had a delivery of fabric. Can't wait to open it to see what's inside. Well, it's Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday, is it? It's Thursday today. Yes, it's Thursday today. And as you'll have seen from the previous clip, I've had a fabric delivery. Now, I wasn't expecting this, not until next week, because that was a bit of a surprise. And it's some of the new Harry Potter fabric, and it's all nice bright colours, which is brilliant. I had every intentions of putting the kettle on when I got to work this morning and making a cup of tea, but I think fabric comes first. Now this is Quidditch. Now I'm not sure if it's going to come up right on camera, but the background is a peachy colour, so that's really nice. And then we've got the Harry Potter emblem, and the background is a nice yellow. I think this is coming up slightly later, but it's, like I say, really nice, and it makes a nice change to have something bright and cheerful for Harry Potter. This one's like a mint green, but this is Quidditch again. But that looks really nice. And it's the Harry Potter crest again, and the background for this is a light blue, so that's not coming up too bad, so that's nice. So all these will be on the website tonight. That's a first for me, new fabric, and it's straight on the website. last night, well, I didn't really get any crafting done when I got home. Did a little bit of English paper piecing on my second stocking, but not a great deal. But I had a bit more housework to do last night than I thought, so we're doing that. And then I ended up with an upset stomach. I don't know what I'd eaten, but my stomach were doing somersaults and it was grumbling all night. And I just really felt bloated, so it was a bit uncomfortable. So I didn't feel like doing anything last night. So I decided to put all the Beatrix Potter fabric on the website. So that's there and all done. You've not got to think too much about things like that when you you don't feel like it. So yes, so tonight this fabric will be on the website. So I'm going to cut a little bit off of each one and see what I can make with them. So yeah, I'm not doing that today though, because I've got other jobs to do today. I bought a piece of background fabric last week which arrived yesterday, but obviously they fold it up so it's all creased and I'm not sure if I can iron this one. So it's on a roll. I'm going to have a look at it in a bit after I've had a cup of tea and probably take some photographs of some project bags I've got. I have a carry bag full of project bags that need photographing, so I'll be doing that. And I've got some fat 8s that need ironing and putting in bundles, photographing, ready for the website. So I think that's going to be me for today. By the time I've done that, it'll be time to go home. So I'll catch you all a bit later. Well, it's the end of my day at work now, so I'm just packing up to go home. I've got the post office run to do first, like, but today hasn't really gone quite to plan, I must admit. That's what happens when you get new fabric in. I haven't done any sewing or anything, I've just been cutting out some of the new Harry Potter fabric, so that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, or while I'm off work. But what I have been doing, I've got some cosy Christmas fabrics and a lot of them are fat 8 sizes, and what I've been doing is making sets up because that is what I am using for my blue and green stocking that I'm doing. So yeah, I've been putting them together today. There's my little tag, and I've been ironing fabrics. I've been sat ironing fabrics for about an hour and a half and making bundles up. Like for this bundle it's just a one-off. And I've got another set of blues there that I've got 2 of. The rest of them are one-offs, and then I think the green and pink there might be 5 that same set. So yeah, so over the weekend these will be going into my website, to my shop. Yeah, so yeah, one thing I hate is ironing, but I don't mind it when it's fabric. Anyhow, I'm getting off home now, so I'll catch you all a bit later. And when I got back home from work today, Amazon came about 10 minutes after I got in actually, and my sequins arrived. So I have been stitching my little whale and it's all finished now. So there we go. Yeah, little cutie with a little bit of sparkle on his his back end. It's like his barnacles stuck to his tail end. So it's very cute. It's quite a quick stitch that. So yeah, enjoyed that. So I'm going to get Adele to take a few photographs now. And it's Friday today, and we are about just gone 3 o'clock now, and this is the first time I've really picked the camera up for filming. Actually, as you've seen from the previous clip, I've actually put some bread on. I haven't done that for ages, and I've picked the hottest day, haven't I, to start doing bread. Mind you, it's not too bad. We need some. But yeah, it should really be a working day at home for me today, but no, I'm not working. I've actually spent the best part of the morning actually doing a bit of housework, but it is so hot today. I just don't feel like doing much when it's like this. It is nice though. Be good for the garden, good for all my veggies. Anyhow, Elsa, she'd been out this morning with Charlie, and she come in and she got a little bit of blood on her face. So she doesn't really like you to sort of have a look at her. Anyhow, when Adele got up, I says to her, I think she's been had by another cat again. She's got no collar on. So Adele had a look at her, and she's actually got a puncture wound on her cheek and right at the corner of her mouth, and they both look quite deep. So, like I say, Adele cleaned her up best she could, and I phoned the vets up, and there was no appointments for today. It was a case of just come down, sit in the car park, and somebody will come and see you. So Kevin and Adele took Elsa down to the vets, and they've been there quite a long time. And I don't think Elsa were too pleased at being in a cat carrier, but Adele went and sat in the shade with her somewhere in the car park. And then the vet came out, took her in, and she was actually in the vets quite a long time. She's had a couple of injections, and she's had a good examination, and she's actually got several more puncture wounds on her face and on her body. So she's not a very happy kitty now, because she's being manhandled, and she doesn't like being manhandled, and she certainly doesn't like strangers. So I think she'll probably be a little bit stressed. Anyhow, she's back home now. She's had 2 injections, she's on antibiotics, and she's got some pain relief, and we've got some medicine to give her, and she's got to stop in for a week. So I don't think she's going to be too chuffed at that. And that means, of course, for us, we can't have the back door open and let some cool air in the house. So we're going to be suffering a bit with her this week, I think. But she's managing to eat, considering the wound right at the corner of the mouth, at the back type of thing. She is eating. Like I say, she's a bit grumpy, a bit upset, but she's had some treats, and we're going to go shopping at some point and get her some cat milk and some nice treats, and some probably cat soup, because she'll like that, and just basically leave her be now, because I think she just wants to settle down and just sort of chill out a little bit. So we've got to remember now not to let her out, which I hope we don't forget. Oh dear. And Charlie's just sat in the garden. I'm just hoping it wasn't Charlie. I mean, I don't think it is. I think what's happened is she must have gone somewhere, and I think sort of over the back of where we live, we sort of meet the gardens from the row of houses down the next street, and there's sort of spare ground right over the back there, and they've turned it into allotments. It's been that ever since we moved in. I mean, we've been here over 30 years, and it's always allotments, and I think some of them belong to the houses that are along the other street, and I don't know anybody along that road that's actually got a cat. So it could quite easily be a feral cat, or maybe a male that's not been neutered or something. But she got caught the other week. A cat adder. Yeah, so I don't know where she is, but it's getting to be quite expensive. All these trips to the vets with her. Oh dear, I don't know, but I'm sure she'll be fine. So now I'm sat, as you can see, I'm sat in my sewing room. It's nice and cool out here, so it's really good. So I might, I'm not sure what to do actually at the minute. I've got several things I could sew, but I think I might take the hexes out of my stockings. So this is the Christmas version that I've done. Now this is in the Cozy Christmas fabric, and they were just fat eights that I've got. And it's really nice. They're vintagey, the vintage style. Look at the little deer there. So I am going to have some of these colourways on my website next week. I've been sort of cutting the fabric and putting some packs together. There's only a few, I haven't got many left, but they're really nice. I love these. So as you can see, I have just started taking out one or two of the hexes, so I'm going to get on with that, I think, and do the other one as well. I've made a start on that one as well. So there we go, there's the bottom. And then I need to decide what colour fabric I'm going to have for the cotton and what I want the back to be in. That's going to be a tough choice, that, because I'm not sure what fabric I've got. But before the back comes, I've got to do some quilting, so I think that's going to keep me busy this weekend, doing 2 stockings and getting them quilted. But like I said, the blue and green one's not going to have a pocket on. I'm just going to keep it as it is. So I will pop on a little bit later on probably and show you what I've been up to. Good morning. Well, it's Saturday today, and as you know, I don't tend to film at a weekend really. But I am today. As you can see, I'm down at the shop. Well, last night I said I was going to pop back on last night to show what I'd been doing, but I ended up having such a rubbish day yesterday. Obviously what happened with Elsa, and then there was another thing, and then another thing, and by the time tea time come, that was it. My mood had gone. So I thought, no more, not filming. So I just put my stocking panels on some wadding ready, so they're all glue basted on. So I thought, well, I wasn't sewing last night because I just wasn't in the mood at all. So I cleaned my sewing room up, swept the floor, you know, tidied the worktops up, put a few bits away. So it's all ready for, like, I don't know, today, this weekend, if I want to go and do other things out there. Anyhow, I got a phone call early this morning, hence why I'm down at the shop. The electrics had gone off upstairs. Now, my shop has got an electric cupboard in. I've got the boards for the electric, for the water tank, for the solar panels. So if anything goes wrong, I have to come down let people in. So that was a bit of a rush. I was a bit of a mess this morning because I couldn't find my hairbrush, could I? So I've had to sort of quickly just floofy it with my fingers and hope for the best. No breakfast, no cup of tea, nothing. So I've just been across to our local bakers over there, and I had a bacon and mushroom sandwich, which was really nice. So at least I know that's going to keep me going now till dinner time. And they don't actually sell tea. It's all sort of coffee, hot chocolate, no tea. So I've got a cappuccino, more to wake me up and keep me going. Oh, I don't know. What starts my Saturday? Anyhow, when I got down here, the shop next door had taken in a package for me yesterday, which I wasn't expecting. So it's something very exciting. So I'm just going to have my coffee and then I'm going to do a little box opening. Well, this is my package. Now I've only opened the box. I haven't touched anything else because I want you to see how beautifully packed this is. I mean, look at that. Can you see what it says in there? Liberty. So this is a box of Liberty fabric. Now, I have got some more coming in. It's not due until Monday. Even the tissue paper's got Liberty on. How nice is that? Sorry for the rustling. There's even a Liberty sticker. Now these are just like some meter pieces I've ordered. This is just like a sample selection because I just wanted to see what I was getting first before I decide to buy larger quantities. Now I have got some more coming in and that's due to arrive on Monday, I think, which I wasn't expecting it just yet. But isn't that gorgeous? I haven't had any Liberty fabric for ages, I must admit. And it was a very difficult decision to to make what to pick. But I tried to pick small patterns because I thought, well, I know for me, I'd like to do hexagons, things like that. But I love this one. I mean, I love all the colours, but I like this one. I like the strawberry thief. And that is really nice. What I'll do is I will get some pictures taken so you can see it all properly. And this is a piece of just plain. This is Autumn Lawn. Now this is Ice Blue, which is like a grey blue, but it goes perfectly well with all of these. So I thought if I was like making bags or anything, then at least I've got something to go on the top. But yeah. Just pop me up. So yes, so it's exciting. Liberty fabric. So I'm going to become a stockist of Liberty fabric, which is very exciting. So I can't wait for that to come. Mind you, it's going to now distract me because I'll be wanting to make things with Liberty fabric when I've got other things to make. Oh, I don't know. See, I get easily distracted when it's fabric. Well, I'm back home now. I've been back home for a little while. I'm glad to be honest. It's been one of those days again. Oh, I don't know. Had to go, yeah, down to the shop this morning. I got somebody phoned me up. The electrics were off and everything. And it appears that the building got left open overnight, and there's been a prowler in there lurking around and trying to get into one of the units upstairs. So that's not being good. So it's a bit worrying, really. I don't know. These things happen, I suppose. Yes, so I'm like I say, I'm back home. I managed to get a little bit of sewing done. I finished off 2 project bags, and they're all photographs, so I'm going to pop them in my Etsy shop tonight. And it's some fabric that I had in one of my boxes that I shared a few weeks ago now, that I wanted to use up, and it's going down quite nicely now. I have got just the sewing theme fabric left, which is good. So I've been good, apart from buying other fabrics, you know. I have been using things. Right, so this bag, what I did this time is I've used all the fabric, and it's the owl. It's a I'm going to say a 1 ball project, but I've got 100-gram balls of yarn, and it takes that lovely. So it's perfect for socks and small projects. And inside it's got little sort of ditzy flower fabric, and it obviously coordinates with the owl fabric. A nice golden cream top and red cord, and it's got a little ring tab on there. And to go with that is a little notions pouch, like a little pencil case. You can store all sorts in there, and I've used the same floral fabric. So that'll be all going in together. And the next one, I'll just pop that there, is this little, well, it's like I suppose it's not black. I'd say it's just like a lighter shade of black, and that's it. And it's got like little house on a tree, some cats, hearts, watering can of flowers, things like that. Oh, it's got a dog on the back there. Very cute, that one. And what I've done on this one, it's got the little ring tab. I have put a couple of stitch markers with it. So if you're a knitter or a crochet, you can use it, and if you're not, they're just like little bag charms. So one's a paw I should say, and one's a little cat with a heart in. I don't know if I can get these round. There we go. And on the paw it says, you left paw prints on my heart, which is really nice. And to go with that, there's a little different kind of pouch, and it's got a little ring tab on the side, and inside it's the cream fabric with the little daisy pattern, cream on cream, in there. And there's a little lavender pouch as well. So if I've got any more fabric for the owl one, I will do a little lavender pouch for that one, and there'll probably be a couple of stitch markers in there as well. So like I said, I'm going to pop them in my Etsy shop. I will put some photographs on. So I did manage to take some photographs today, so I will put them in as well. What else have I been doing? Well, I haven't done any more on my stocking yet, but as it's Friday, no, it's not Friday, is it? It's Saturday, and it's about 5:30 now. I wanted to sort of end this vlog because I'm getting a bit later each week, I think, and it's all edited, it's all ready to go. I just need to put this last bit in. So yes, and that's me done. I mean, I must admit I've had more housework to do this week, because Kevin's got a bad foot. He's got an infected foot, so he's obviously been to the doctors and everything, got antibiotics. He's not been able to walk at all this week. It's been not very good for him. But it's getting better. I mean, this has been going on since last weekend, I think, now. Yeah. Because he'd been working outside, because our front wall has got a bit of a crack in it. So he decided to take some of the bricks out and replace the cracked ones. So he got all the bricks out that sat on my garden. And his toe was hurting. Yeah, so we were hobbling around a bit. So, you know, we just thought, oh, you might have just strained your toes the way you've been knelt down. But no, next day he couldn't walk. And we found like a swollen bit at the base of his toe. So yeah, next day we're off to the doctors. Antibiotics for a fortnight. So he's got an infection in his foot because it started to spread. So yeah, not a lot's been done this week. And like I said, I've had a little bit more housework and that to do because, yes, I don't know. Hopefully he'll be back to normal next week. Excuse me. Yes, well, I'm ready for a drink now, I think. Nice cup of tea. I've been drinking mint tea all afternoon. I've had about 3 cups of mint tea, so yes, I'm ready for another drink now. But I think I'm going to have something cold now. Yes. Well, thank you for joining me this week. It's been lovely having your company, and I hope everybody's well and keeping busy, and it's not too hot for you, because even though the sun's not been out that much today, it's been very hot here, very hot. And it's not hot for us because we've got to keep all the doors shut to keep Elsa in. She's not very happy having to stay in. She's whining to get out. I don't really think she's eating a huge amount. And she's yet to go for a wee. So if she doesn't go for a wee, she's going to have to go back to the vets. But I think she thinks if she whines and moans, we'll give in and let her out. But obviously we can't. But she's been sleeping a lot today, so I think she's going to be a bit uncomfortable with all these puncture wounds in her little face and on her chest. But hopefully she'll be on the mend soon. So yeah, so I'll see you all again next week. So thank you for joining me again, and I hope you have a lovely week, whatever you're doing. And yeah, stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.